DreAllDay.com.
What's up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. This week's motivation is called energy. It's 80% of the job. That's the title of the video. And the reason that I titled it that, quick story, I was playing ball with a friend of mine a while ago, and we was playing like one-on-one. We played like 5 or 6 games of one-on-one. And he did good like in the first couple games, but as the games kept going, he started to get tired because he don't work out that much. But I work out all the time, so by the 4th, 5th, 6th games, I was killing him because he didn't really have no energy. He couldn't keep up. And we talking shit back and forth, and he's like, well, the only reason that you really beating me is because you got way more energy than me. You got way more energy. You're not getting tired. That's the only reason you beating me. And I said, man, listen, energy is a skill, dude. Like, energy is something you practice. Energy is not a talent. That's not something that just happens. Energy is something that you work on. The reason I tell that story is for all of you to understand that a lot of times I hear from players or just people in general, they talk about how they're in a situation where other people have advantages over them. Maybe they know somebody that you don't know. Maybe they started out, they just came into a situation at a higher position than you. Maybe they have more talent than you. Maybe they have more physical gifts than you. Maybe they got some somewhere, some way that you don't have. You don't know nobody, they know everybody, whatever, whatever. Energy is a way that you can defeat anybody. I'm sure many of you have heard the phrase, energy and persistence conquers everything. Energy and persistence conquers all, whatever the phrase was. If you have energy and you keep going and you don't stop, these are skills. These are not just random things that anybody can do. Energy is a skill, being persistent, which means to keep working at something until it goes the way you want it to go. That is a skill. Not everybody has the ability to do that because it's way more mental than it is physical. Energy is also way more mental than it is physical. How many of you have heard the phrase mind over matter? That's all energy is. You have to decide to have energy. You have to decide to get up and go do something on the days you don't feel like it. You have to decide to go and put your work in every single day at 10 o'clock. If you made a commitment to do it every day at 10 o'clock, there's going to come a day when somebody else out of that, let's say 100 people decided that, 5 out of that 100 one day is going to decide I don't feel like it that day. You go, now you ahead of, now it's only 95 left. Now another day 20 people not going to go. Now it's only 75 left. And if you keep doing that month after year after year, eventually you're going to be the only one left. That's why I say energy is a skill. It's 80% of the job, because if you was to factor in talent, who people know, what their connections are, where they from, who their family is, that's only 20%. All that put together is about 20% of any job. If you have energy, you can get 80% there just off energy alone, with no talent, no skill, no connections, not knowing nobody, not being related to nobody. You can get 80% of the way just off energy and persistence. So you had to make that choice. And again, as I said again, the most important part to remember from this video is that that is a skill. That is not something that everybody does. Look around at the people that you know. Look around at the people that you deal with every day. Do all of them have energy? Are all of them persistent? Do all of them do what they do every single day consistently like it's their job? No, they don't. People do what they have to do. People do what they're told to do. People do what they're required to do. You have to choose to have energy. You have to choose to be persistent. And that's what will separate you from everybody else. You keep doing it, you'll be the only one left. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. I had a guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical, not a maybe 10 inches. A guaranteed 10 inches to your vertical. Go to DreAllDay.com/jump. Get the jump manual. When you get it, I'm going to give you 5 free pen books or any free DVD. All you got to do is email me the receipt. DreAllDay.com/jump.
All right, let's go to our next guy, Dre Baldwin.
The punch card.
I would insinuate he's physical.
Physical player.
Punch card.
You can absolutely look at his build. That would be a player that you hope to be your physical presence.
Unless he photoshopped his body on someone else.
He looks like the kind of guy that's going to show up with 4 carloads of family and friends.